Have you ever wished for an invisible switch? A switch to silence the chaotic noise from the outside world, to turn off the criticism that drills into your mind, to shut down the pressure from work that weighs on your shoulders, to mute the fear of the future, the fear of failure, the fear of judgment. Most of us are living like fragile boats in a raging ocean. One harsh word is enough to rack us. One small setback is enough to throw us off course. We believe that happiness is found when the sea is calm, and we spend our entire lives praying the storm never comes. But that is a lie. The ancient Stoic philosophy, the wisdom that forged Roman emperors and great warriors, confirms a much more powerful truth. The ultimate power is not in changing the world outside, but in building an inner citadel that nothing can breach. This isn't about becoming emotionless. This is about becoming unbreakable. Today, we will learn how to build that fortress. Welcome to the 10 Stoic principles inspired by Epictetus to ensure that nothing can affect you. The first principle, and the very foundation of your fortress, purpose. Ask yourself, a ship with no compass, no destination, where will it go? It will drift. It will be shattered by the smallest wave. Your life is the same. Without a clear purpose, you will be pushed around by the purposes of others. You will be easily hurt, easily broken, because you don't know what you are standing for. A Stoic's purpose isn't, I want to be rich, or I want to be famous. Those things are external. Their purpose is, I choose to live with courage. I choose to live with integrity. I choose to live with discipline. This is your North Star. This North Star is your compass, your lighthouse. When the waves of life crash against you, you won't panic. You don't curse the storm. You simply look to that light, correct your course, and keep sailing. When you know your core values, when you have a firm purpose, everything on the outside seems to shrink. The criticism, the hardships, they are no longer mountains. They are just pebbles on the path you have chosen. They cannot make you stray because your compass is true. Before you do anything else, sit down and answer, what do I live for? What are my core values? If you can't answer that, you are still just a leaf in the wind. Principle 2. Be the gatekeeper of your mind. Your mind is a garden. Will you let weeds, negative thoughts, complaints, fear grow wild? Or will you cultivate flowers and fruit, reason, tranquility, and courage? Epictetus made it clear. It is not things that disturb us, but our judgments about things. Listen closely to this. It is raining. That is an event. It is neither good nor bad. The rain ruined my day. That is the judgment. And it's the judgment that causes you suffering, not the rain. A colleague got the promotion, and you didn't. That is the event. This is unfair. I'm a failure. That is the judgment. As the gatekeeper, your job is to stand at the gate of your mind and interrogate every thought. Hey, thought, are you true? Are you useful? Are you within my control? If the answer is no, slam the gate shut. Do not let it in. Do not give it residency. You have the power to choose your thoughts, And when you master your thoughts, you master your emotions. Principle 3. Criticism is just data. When someone slings mud at you, do you have to pick it up and smear it on your own face? Of course not. Criticism is theirs. It belongs to them, not you. Your worth is not determined by anyone else's opinion. The Stoics teach us a brilliant way to handle this. When faced with criticism, calmly analyze it like a scientist. Ask yourself, in this hateful comment, is there even 1% of truth? Is there anything here I can learn from to be better? If yes, great. Take that 1% of truth, say thank you, even silently, and discard the other 99% of their emotional baggage. They just accidentally helped you improve. If the answer is no, if it's purely a baseless attack, then it is just noise, wind passing by your ear. You don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to explain. You simply keep walking. A lion doesn't turn its head when a small dog barks. Be the lion. Principle 5. Turn poison into power. This is an advanced move. You don't just ignore an offense, you transform it. When someone insults you or intentionally tries to hurt you, instead of getting angry, see it as training, a precious opportunity to practice your virtue. Are they rude? This is your chance to practice patience. Are they selfish? This is your chance to practice generosity. Are they unfair? This is your chance to practice your own integrity. Remember, their behavior is a reflection of them, not you. They act this way because they are suffering, or ignorant, or weak. Holding on to a grudge is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die. The Stoic chooses to forgive, not because the other person deserves forgiveness, but because you deserve to be at peace. Take the toxic lead of their offense and use your inner furnace to turn it into the gold of your own strength and wisdom. Principle 6. Premeditate on evils. This sounds pessimistic, but it's one of the most powerful tools for resilience. The Stoics called it premeditation malorum. A soldier who goes into battle expecting a picnic, that is a naive soldier. Every morning, take 1 minute and think, today, I will probably get stuck in traffic. Today, my boss might be in a bad mood. Today, the project might hit a snag. That difficult family member might call and complain. You don't wish for these things to happen, but you prepare for them. What's the benefit? When it actually happens, you won't panic. You won't be shocked. You won't cry, "Why me?" You will simply nod and say, "Ah, there it is. I was expecting this. Now let's get to work." When you've already rehearsed the storm in your mind, you don't panic when the rain starts to fall. You just calmly pull out the umbrella you already packed. Principle 7. The Dichotomy of Control. This is the heart of the entire philosophy. Imagine you draw a circle on the ground. Inside that circle is everything you have 100% control over. What is it? Your thoughts, your actions, your responses, your values, your integrity. Outside that circle is everything else: the weather, the opinions of others, the past, the future, the stock market, whether you get stuck in that traffic jam. Almost all of our human suffering comes from trying to control the things outside the circle. The Stoic focuses 100% of their energy on what is inside the circle. You cannot control your boss yelling at you, but you can control your choice to respond professionally. You cannot control the market crashing, but you can control your decision not to panic sell. You cannot control the traffic jam, but you can control yourself from laying on the horn in a fit of rage. Give up the illusion of controlling the world outside and seize the absolute, total power you have to control the world within. That is true freedom. Principle 8. Restrain your impulses. Between a stimulus and a response, there is a gap, a pause. You get cut off in traffic, stimulus. You yell, response. You get an angry email, stimulus. You type a furious reply, response. A beast reacts instantly. A human can choose. Your job is to find and lengthen that pause, even if it's just for 1 second. Take 1 deep breath. Count to 3. In that golden moment, your reason, your higher self, returns. It asks, is this worth it? Is this useful? Is this the person I want to be? 99% of our bad decisions in our lives are made on impulse. Practice the pause in small things. Don't reply to the text immediately. Pause before you eat. Pause before you judge. Master the pause, and you will master your life. Principle 9. Cultivate acceptance. Acceptance is not surrender. Acceptance is not being passive. Acceptance is looking reality square in the face and saying, it is what it is. You cannot beat your head against a stone wall and expect the wall to break. You will only break your head. Accept the wall. Okay, there is a wall. Now, will I find a way around it, or will I climb over it? We waste so much energy fighting things we cannot change.
I wish it wasn't raining. I wish my boss was nicer. I wish I hadn't been born here. It is a waste. The Stoics have a phrase for this, Amor Fati, love your fate. Whatever happens, treat it as if you chose it. Lost your job? Good. This is an opportunity to find a new path. Failed at a project? Good. This is a valuable lesson. Don't just tolerate reality, embrace it, love it, because it is the only raw material you have to build your life. The final principle, and the highest, live according to nature. Nature here doesn't mean you have to go live in the woods. Nature means your highest human nature, reason and society. To live according to nature means to live by your reason instead of your impulses. To live according to nature means to live in harmony with society, recognizing that we are all part of a larger whole. Helping others is, in fact, helping yourself. To put it in the simplest terms, do the right thing. Be a good parent, a good friend, a good citizen. Be brave when it's required. Be fair in your judgments. Be moderate in your desires, and be wise in your actions. Don't overcomplicate it. Just do the right thing, right here, right now. That is living according to nature. In the last 20 minutes, we have laid down the 10 foundation stones for a fortress. From finding your North Star to being the gatekeeper of your mind. From turning the poison of criticism into medicine to loving your own fate. Stoicism is not a book you read once and put on a shelf. It is a sword. You must sharpen it every day. It is a muscle. You must train it every day. There will be days you fail. There will be days you still get angry. You still feel fear. You still complain. That's okay. You are human. The important thing is that you notice it, you forgive yourself, and the next day you get up, pick up the sword, and begin sharpening again. Don't try to master all 10 principles at once. Pick one. Maybe, just for today, you pick Principle 8, the power of the pause. For all of today, just take one deep breath before you react. That's it. Your fortress isn't built in a day. It's built brick by disciplined brick, day after day. If this journey resonates with you, please hit the like button to spread this wisdom and share it with someone you believe also needs to build their fortress. Leave a comment below. Which one Stoic principle will you practice today? And finally, don't forget to subscribe to Stoic Routine and hit that notification bell so we can continue to sharpen our inner swords together every single day. Thank you for listening. I am the Voyager Within from Stoic Routine. Stay strong and live Stoic.